Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this update on Ordinals. I covered this yesterday. I'm not sure where the price was yesterday. We can actually, I think we can just see that. I think the price was up here. It had broken above $10, and the Binance listing was announced just ahead of that. Was super bullish because of that. And then yesterday we talked about the different possibilities from there. We talked about that usually a Binance listing dumps after the listing. It's kind of a buy the rumor, buy the announcement, and then sell the news or the listing. But since then, and we also briefly talked about that yesterday, because of the fact that Ordinals already was very bullish before the announcement, there was a chance that Ordinals would actually rally up higher. I'm not sure anymore what I said about the different criteria it had to meet before we would know that it would hold that area. But by when Ordinals hit that resistance at $12, that was to be expected, but that did not turn Ordinals bearish. The one thing that would turn Ordinals bearish is if it broke below its major support at $10, which was a major psychological level. It's a very strong technical level as well, and it did not do that. It respected that. All right, so therefore Ordinals went up higher. If we go to the daily time frame, you'll see that it's now at the 0.786 Fibonacci of the entire move down, basically since its creation. So strong level, but in the end, my main price target is between $15 and $16, and then after that, $20. But those are price targets. Excuse me, that was a very loud sound, at least for me. But those are price targets. But first we need to see if Ordinals can actually keep this momentum, because you can see that yesterday evening it got up to that level at $14. So that's the 0.786 fib. But ever since it has respected that. All right, that's not bearish, but it could turn into something bearish. All right. So in general, the open interest and the volume for Ordinals is still very bullish. All right, so there's absolutely no reason for me to believe that Ordinals will fall down from here. I'm just going to say that. All right, it looks way more likely that Ordinals will actually continue going up. All right, so that it's right now the main support for Ordinals is right here at 12.5 and $12. Seems most likely that it will hold that and then continue up to the next price target at $15 and $16. And then depending on how it reacts to that, perhaps it spikes up to 17.5. But depending on how it reacts to that, it could get up to $20. $20 from $15 is not that much. that's not that much of a percentage gain. But that's something we cannot say right now, because it depends on the market circumstances. It depends on how Ordinals reacts to that level. But for now, I do expect that it is the most likely scenario that it retests support and spikes up higher. Now, what could happen though, and I do want to talk about that, because Ordinals right now, even though it got that listing on Binance, which is bullish, it's risky. All right. Personally, I'm not longing Ordinals. I'm just not doing that. I think it's way too risky right now. And if Bitcoin, for example, gets some bearish momentum from here, and Ordinals fails to hold $12 as a support, then it can crash very, very hard. All right, and I do want you to be careful of that, because 12.5 and $12 is a super strong support, and that's also in combination with Ordinals still having a lot of momentum. That is the reason why I expect Ordinals to go up higher. But that also means that if for some reason, could be a bearish Bitcoin, could be the sell-off of a lot of Ordi tokens, if for some reason that level breaks, it's going to be bad. All right, and a drop down to $10 would be considered great. Like, it will probably drop down even lower to 8.5 and $8. So be careful. Right, looks most likely that it will continue to be bullish, but in the end, usually cryptos crash after a Binance listing. Bitcoin is strong, but every bearish momentum is quite strong bearish pressure for altcoins. So be careful. All right, but those are my thoughts. That's my analysis. If you do have any questions, let me know. Lastly, if you want more from me in terms of analysis, trade setups, signals, links to that will be down in the description. There you can find out a little bit more about what you'll get, but also the profitability of the signals, for example. But that's up to you. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.